I just got a used set of Pro Circuit Platinum pipes in the mail with shorty silencers. So I'm going to show you guys an install video on how to do this. Here's my Banshee. It's pretty muddy and dirty. It might be a good idea to clean everything first, just so everything comes apart easier and you can find all the bolts. This 12mm bolt's going to have to come out. You're going to have to pop off all of the springs. There's a spring there. There's one down here, and then there's one that goes in between the two in the front here, the two headers. So take off all 5 of those springs on both sides. Now remove that 12mm bolt and then any exhaust clamps that you have holding your exhaust together. Remove this bolt in the back by the silencer. Also remove this bolt, which is on the front of the silencer, just underneath the fairing. And there's one more bolt right there hidden behind the plastic. There's the stock exhaust, all the bolts and springs for one side, and then the tools needed to take them apart. Now I've got that new pipe in place. I loosened this 12mm bolt right here so that the exhaust hanger could swivel so that I can get everything to line up. You're going to want to leave all the bolts and all the springs extremely loose or off if you can, just enough to hold everything in place. Once you get everything in place, then go through it and tighten everything down. That way, if you need to shake the two halves of the exhaust together, or if you need some extra working room, you're able to move everything as needed. I just slid the silencer in the back in the same spot where the old exhaust was, and then had it meet up with the new header. So everything's slipped together real nice. I'm going to put a bolt in there with a washer. It looks like it's going to need a washer unless I go in between the grab bar and the subframe there. I'll put the bolts back in, tighten everything down, and then you're going to have to do a rejet. Every time you increase airflow, which is what an exhaust does, you need to be able to increase fuel flow as well. So by rejetting, you put jets in that have a bigger hole that allow more fuel flow. So every time you get an engine bored or you do a major mod power-wise, that's going to increase airflow, so you need to increase fuel flow as well so the machine doesn't run lean and blow up. And that side's all complete. There's only going to be, instead of the 4 bolts holding the exhaust on, there's only going to be 2. One for the exhaust hanger right there, and then one's for the silencer right there. The stock system has 4 bolts plus the heat shields, and this is a lot lighter. I'd say it probably shaves 15 to 20 pounds off the total weight of the ATV.